What is going on? We're back to another edition of Nani, an episode we discuss anime that we're currently watching. Today we're going to be talking about episode 2 of March of the Darling Season 2. Here we pretty much go where we left off in episode 1, where, Maruto was asking Maru and Gojo, are you two dating right there? Gojo always being nervous when I was like saying, no, we're not dating, we're not dating. And I can't remember what he said, but it's like, yes, he denied it, but it's like he had to say it like that. I can't remember what he said, but like, yeah, Marlon was like, yeah, we're not there right there. But then he had to say it like that. Gojo being Gojo is saying the wrong things right there. But I said he's a young teen, he's grown up, he'll figure out how to say better things right there. But I think he did regret really of how he said it right there. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure he said the episode right there, but I'm pretty sure he regretted how he said it, right? And so you do see a little bit more of Gojo showing an affection for Marvin because but just also being protective over herself because she sees Marvin as one guy, and he was looking like he was getting ready to hit her right there. And Gojo stopped him. He's like, "No, I'm her hairstylist right there. I wasn't trying to hit her right there." That shows a bit, that Gojo does care about Aurora right there. Like I said, it was a misunderstanding right there. Like I said, he does her hairstyles and everything like that. He didn't like how her hair was, and so I thought that was very adorable and very funny. Now Margaret does get up getting a little bit of a cold because she did sneeze, and then she didn't appear to school the next day. I gotta give a shout out to Gojo because Gojo actually left school a bit early because he said I'm not feeling well either. He lied on it, to check about Marin because Marin does not live anyway. She lives on her own. So her living on her own right there, she didn't have anyone to help feed her or whatnot, and so help take care of her. So Gojo does actually help take care of her. Feeds her, gives her food. I'm like, he's probably gonna get sick because she is touching him and everything. I'm not sure if he's gonna take a shower or anything like that. But I said, shout out to Gojo for helping take care of her right there. So it is good until Marwan's friends come visit her and see how she's doing right there, and Gojo leaves because he doesn't want people to get the wrong idea, and he says, "Oh, and I stay out here long enough, I'm gonna get sick." He gets sick too, unfortunately. But next scene right there it says, "Oh, both characters have got under their cold right there." I thought it was very funny, and so we do see him at the aquarium, and Marin is actually and amazed at this one cosplay this one character has, which also, you guys gotta correct me if I'm wrong about this, but this cosplay show is actually from a game. Now, I don't know if season one, the characters that Marin cosplayed as, I believe they're all from shows. I think it's one of the first times, like I said, I can't remember, I gotta rewatch season one, but you guys can let me know in the comments below, is that in this episode, you see that she was intrigued by a character from a game. And so there's a new rep there to go in there, right? They're not a new rep, but like I said, it shows that, people cosplay from like games, comics, anime shows, all that other good stuff, right? So I think it's the first one where it's like she actually was intrigued by a game, and the person that was cosplaying was called Subaru. Can't pronounce the last name, but it says it's a game from Cos Love where it's like you play as a manager, you try to manage your idol, make sure they're successful, and you can also date them as well. But if your idol is unsuccessful right there, you get fired. You lose the game, right? And so Mario loved the character that this person cosplayed as, and it's funny that when they were introducing themselves, Mario and Gojo introduced themselves as their normal names, whereas this person was named the Master Cosplay. It's like Ameno, Himeno. Obviously, could be wrong about that, but yeah, most of the time when we introduce, I can't say I'm not a cosplayer, but like when people like introduce their cosplay, they talk about their cosplay name. Only a few use their actual real names, but most of the time, when cosplayers introduce themselves, like, hey, we're giving them our cosplay name, our code name right there. So it's like, cosplayers like, surprised they're giving them their real name right there. Like that's, it's like, so this show is so relatable to a lot of cosplayers right there. I just feel as though, like, this anime is just waiting for that. And, also, what's so great about this is that, Mario was like a stage fighter cosplay. What I say, Christopher, right? He says, "Oh, I would like to, but like costume's a bit torn up right there. It had to be sold or something right there." And they're just like, "Oh, I can do that for you right there." He's like, "Why can I do that? Have you try this on? I'm here. I am soda right there." That's bathroom. He's like, "Oh, don't worry. I'm actually a guy." They're like, "Oh, really?" And here's the that I like that I'm actually drawing what because Legends of Darlin shows that cosplays are everybody. Yes, you have women, that cosplays as women characters, right? But there are guys that cosplay as female characters as well too. And there's something wrong with that. Like I said, this is the cosplay spirit. Like cosplay is for everyone. I like the fact that Merchant Garland is going around because, like I said, we're not just showing women cosplays, but also guys with cosplays and female characters as well too. So it's like, like I said, I think it's great. Like I said, but we are in a world right now where people are gonna be like, oh, that ain't nearly enough at all. You trying to poison young kids. But I was like, yo, this is shit's been going on for a while, y'all. And if y'all got a problem with this, you gotta see some therapy right there. Like, I don't know what to say right there. I said, cosplays are everybody. We don't judge who you cosplay as. Like I said, there are some male cosplayers I know that dress as females. They do a good job. Like, hell, I ain't forgot they're even a guy at some point right there. But like I said, I like the fact that, Barges Bar is going this route. And like I said before, if you got a problem with this, I mean, go see some therapy right there. Like, I don't know what to tell you right there. But, and yeah, so also this, our character, he's actually, glue on his face right there, have a different facial structure. And also uses the body of the cosplay outfit, to highlight, his physical physique right there, right? Listen, he did a great job with his cosplay, and he I like how at the end of the episode he says, they're like, oh, how'd you do this right there? So, oh, I equipped them. Y'all want to? You guys want to see? You want to see me equip some moves on my cosplay right there? And that's how the episode ends. I just find that very funny that it ended that way. And so, the episode was called something about boobs right there. You see, like push boobs or something like that. But yeah, for a viewer who would have thought that would have been a guy that would, show the boobs right there. So yeah, I'm excited to see how the episode goes right there. And honestly, I think this type of anime right there, it might not tell people what I feel as though what we saw how in what Breakers did too, like Subuki, right? I mean Tsubaki, like when he showed his bio story and all that type of stuff. The episode got a lot of dislikes, right? Because it's a male anime, feel like this. Now for Microsoft Darling, it might not give me this because it kind of know what the tone is for this anime right there. So maybe it might not get the backlash that Windbreaker got. But regardless, though, you should not be getting backlash of an anime with guys just want to see about character. Like, who the fuck cares right there? Like, I don't know. But nonetheless, though, good episode right there. I'm excited to see how you want to see me equip my boobs right there. That's gonna be an interesting topic right there in the next episode right there. But so thanks, folks. Leave a comment section tell me what you think about this episode. Like the video, helps with the channel a lot. Subscribe to part of this family. Be sure to follow our social media accounts in the description box below. And also remember, check out Sarah already. There's no such thing like barriers. Okay, night, everybody. Take care.